So you're usually the hero when we've seen you, and now you're playing this kick-ass villain. What's the most fun about playing a role like this?
I think playing the bad guy is just fun because, in your real life, everyone is actually trying to be good. Most people at least try to be good. So when you play a character like this, which is such a departure from reality, because she's absurd. I mean, she wears heels on a beach. She's just like, her narcissism is scintillating to me. And no one can be like that in real life. I enjoy doing that so much with Victoria.
Were you a fan of watching the original show?
Actually, I was. I loved the show back in India. It was my mom and my favorite thing to do whenever the music started, the dish. We'd be like, oh, wait, it's starting. I loved the show. And I think, playing a part in the movie after so many years is such a round circle.
It's a very different type of movie than the TV show.
Yeah.
It's much raunchier.
Yeah.
There's a lot more action in it. But did the original show give you any kind of inspiration?
I think that was the intention of the film, is to take the spirit of the original show and spin it into a rated R, racy, raunchy, action-filled movie, and that's exactly what it turned out to be. For me, because I was playing the antagonist in the film, except for the fact that I used the lifeguards' faces as on a dartboard, there was no other inspiration that I really took.
So there's all sorts of insanely funny scenes in this movie. Some really, really funny scenes. Is there any scene in particular that you really can't wait for fans to see?
Oh my God, there are so many funny scenes in this movie. I mean, one of my favorite scenes is, one of the scenes that I'm in is, when Zac is like, you're crazy, and I'm like, yeah, you'd call me driven if I was a man. Victoria's whole drive is so great, and in the end, she's just like, ugh, you're so tacky. Like, why did you have to try to be more than just a lifeguard, She's so patronizing that I really enjoyed her. But one of my favorite scenes in the film definitely is Zac and Dwayne and Alex in the morgue. I mean, yeah.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
That is a good one. So, are you a beach girl in real life?
Yes, absolute beach girl. I love the ocean. I love the sand. Victoria hates it, but I love it.
So tell me about the atmosphere on the set. Was there a lot of pranks and jokes on set? It seems like this was a fun movie to shoot. Who was the biggest prankster on set?
I think, people think that off camera everyone was pranking each other, but no one had the time for it. It was actually, it was a really fun film, but it was extremely exhausting, being in the sun all day, every day. Shooting, especially for the guy, like the other cast who play the lifeguards, to be in the water. I was always protected because, Victoria would be under an umbrella all the time. But mine wasn't that bad because I was flying in and out of Montreal when I was filming Quantico. So I was filming Quantico and Baywatch together. But it was a difficult movie to shoot. Like, the action and all of that stuff was hard. The best part about it was being in Miami and being able to go and eat amazing food. And, we had a lot of fun and eventually became like family. But it was surprisingly exhausting.
So a lot of your scenes, you're facing off with Dwayne's character and with Zac's character. Tell me about working with them on this movie.
They're great. I mean, Dwayne is such a good leader. He's the kind of number one you want on a movie. He's first to come in, last to go out, extremely hardworking, super sweet, takes care of everyone, is always aware of what everyone needs. And Zac himself too, he came on this film with ridiculously amazing abs, but at the same time with he knew his lines, he knew what he wanted Brody's character to be, bringing it and being extremely funny. So I think eventually as colleagues, that's what you want from the people that you work with, and they both really did bring it.